Hello everyone, my name is Eostrix. Welcome back if you've been here, and if you haven't, now you have. Welcome as well. Today I'm introducing my commander deck, Yore-tell. If you can't guess by that name, let me tell you that this is a Yore-Tiller commander deck based around Foretell, helmed by the partner pairing of any of the following: Ishai, Ojutail Dragonspeaker and Vial Smasher the Fierce, or Cecily, Haunted Mage / Bjorna, Nightfall, Alchemist, and Wernog, Chaplain. Skip through the time code on the screen to skip to the deck list if you know these cards already, otherwise let's start our first pair. Ishai, Ojutail Dragonspeaker is a 1/1 legendary creature bird monk for 2 white/blue that has the following abilities. Flying, whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Ishai, and partner. His partner in crime being Vial Smasher the Fierce, a 2/3 legendary creature goblin berserker for 1 black/red that has whenever you cast your first spell each turn, Vial deals damage equal to that spell's CMC to an opponent chose at random, and partner. This pair focuses on adding extra damage to our usual spellcasting by either direct damage or a big flyer. Our second pairs is the cheaper of the two and arguably just as powerful. Cecily, Haunted Mage is a 3/5 legendary creature human wizard for 1 blue black/red that has 3 abilities. Your max hand size is 11. Whenever Cecily attacks, draw a card, lose 1 life, then if you have 11 or more cards in your hand, you may cast an instant or sorcery card from your hand without paying its mana cost. And then Friends Forever, the worst version of partner. The tag out partner is Bjorna, Nightfall Alchemist, a 1/3 legendary creature human that has tap, sacrifice, an artifact. Bjorna deals 1 damage to target creature, goad that creature, and once again, Friends Forever. The other side of these pairings is Wernog, Chaplain. Wernog is a 1/2 legendary creature human that has more word soup. When Wernog enters or leaves the battlefield, each opponent may investigate. Each opponent who doesn't loses 1 life. You investigate X times, where X is 1 plus the number of opponents who investigated this way, and the final time I have to say, Friends Forever. Both of these partner pairings emphasize clue tokens and goad, which fit pretty well with the sub-themes of this deck, giving us some card draw and political influence. Welcome back to those who've skipped as we're moving on to the deck tech. This deck is split into 10 different groups, starting with Prophets. Cosmos Charger allows us to foretell on any turn at instant speed and reduces the cost by 1. Dream Devourer gives all non-land cards foretell and gives us Demonic Cleric +2/+0 until the end of turn for each. Edgin, Larcenous Lutenist, which could have his own version of this deck, has the same first ability as Dream Devourer and also goads a creature on the second spellcast each turn. Ethereal Valkyrie allows us to draw a card and foretell 1 for free when it ATBs or attacks. Nard, the Ever Watchful, lets us foretell 1 card each turn for free and also gives us some spirits when cards leave or get exiled. And Sage of the Beyond reduces the cost of cards not in hand by 2 while also being foretellable. Now we can't have a deck without removing some pieces of the others. We have Removal. Access Denied counters a spell and creates Stopters equal to the CMC. Bjorna, Nightfall Alchemist, is the alternate commander from earlier. Goad. Doomscar wipes the board, foretellable. Path to Exile, exiles 1 creature. Poison the Cup destroys 1 creature, foretellable. Raven Form, exile 1 creature for a bird, foretellable. Red Sun's Twilight destroys X artifacts, possibly copies them. Saw It Coming counters a spell, foretellable. Spectral Deluge bounces opponent's creatures, foretellable. And Spot's Will makes opponents sack 1 and exiles all graveyards for Thrall creature tokens. Speaking of tokens, we have tokens. Marionette Master, when an artifact hits the graveyard, opponents take damage equal to her power. Ovika, Enigma Goliath, casting a non-creature spell makes an XX Phyrexian Goblin equal to the CMC. Rise of the Dreadmarn makes a 2/2 for each creature that died this turn, foretellable. Sedgemoor Witch makes a pest every time we cast or copy an instant or sorcery. Starnheim Unleashed makes an angel or angels, depending on if we foretold it. And Third Path Iconoclast makes a 1/1 soldier when casting a non-creature spell. Now for back and forth fun, we have Flicker. Conjurer's Closet bounces a creature on the end of turn. Cosmic Intervention saves our board by essentially blinking them till the end step. Ephemerate flickers a creature, has rebound. Teleportation Circle flickers a creature or artifact at the end of turn. And Wernog, Chaplain. Another of those cards familiar makes clue tokens. And if that didn't get you quaking, we have Shook. Delayed Blast Fireball, a red board wipe that deals either 2 or 5 damage to opponents and creatures they control. Keeper Secrets, a creature that deals damage equal to a card's CMC if casted from outside the hand. Passionate Archaeologist, an enchantment that gives the same ability to our commanders. And Quake Bringer, a persistent 2 damage to opponents each of our upkeeps, foretellable. Why just have 1 when you can have a copy? Dual Strike, a foretellable copy spell for a 4 CMC or less instant sorcery. Mizzix Replica Rider lets us net a copy of a spell from anywhere but the hand. Mystic Reflection lets us copy a creature for those entering all at once. Nafashini, a card that allows us to copy a spell from anywhere but our hand. And Wandering Archaic / Explorer the Vastlands, a spell I love that copies opponents' instants and sorceries unless they pay 2 or lets everyone possibly net a card from the top 5 and gain 3 life. Now for the best part of Magic, draw. Baleful Strix, a favorite of mine, draw a card on ETB. Behold the Multiverse, try to draw 2, foretellable. Brainstone, an artifact that for 3 total draws 3 cards and puts 2 on top. Cecily, Haunted Mage, commander from earlier, increases hand size and possibly a free spell. Moonring Mirror, a weird card that can repeatedly exchange our hand for an R, while also allowing us to have a second hand. Nico, Defies Destiny, a card that gains us life, 2 mana and a Foretell card from graveyard. Tales of the Ancestor, draws everyone cards equal to the highest current hand size. And Vega the Watcher draws a card when playing cards from outside the hand. Only using it once is a waste. Just remember to reuse. Ardent Elementalist returns an instant or sorcery from graveyard to hand. Blood Beckoning, a creature or 2 to the hand. Cast Dissonant Mage, lets you recast 1 instant or sorcery from the graveyard. Rise of the Dark Realms returns all creature cards and graveyards to our board. And Temple with Immortality lets everyone return a creature, but every time someone else does, we get an additional creature to return. Now we can't have a game going on too long, thus we have Game Enders. Artisan Kozilek, funny to foretell as it's unexpected. Desolation Twin, similarly, and 2 10/10s. And Void Winnower, cut off half of all spells, and 11/9. Things that aren't quite lands but produce mana. Arcane Signet, Mana Rock, Gifts of Estates, Plains if someone controls more lands, Mindstone, 2 for 1, card in a pinch, Mycosynth Wellspring, nabs a land on ATB, Replicating Ring, makes more of itself if the goal is reached, Solemn Simulacrum, nabs a land on ATB, card on LTB, and Stormkiln Artist, makes a treasure when we cast an instant or sorcery. And now for the most skipped over part of every deck tech, the lands. Arcane Sanctum, Blood Crypt, Command Tower, Contaminated Aquifer, Crumbling Necropolis, Exotic Orchard, Geothermal Bog, Idyllic Beachfront, Maestro's Theater, Molten Tributary, Myriad Landscape, Mystic Monastery, Nomad Outpost, Obscura Storefront, Prairie Stream, Rapines Tower, Rogran Triome, Sacred Peaks, Savai Triome, Shadow Blood Ridge, Skycloud Expanse, Smoldering Marsh, Sunken Hollow, Sunlit Marsh, 4 islands, 4 mountains, 4 plains, and 3 swamps. This deck could probably be more focused by not diluting the color pool to all 4 colors and going more central in either Grixis. My pick is Gorogor and Centauro for creature-based Foretell. Azorius, like my Vega EDH deck found in the deck list that's going to be on screen now. Or is it with Edgin, which I may attempt to make a short out of. Either way, on the left, you see a video YouTube thinks you'll like, or my other deck techs in the playlist on the right. Until next time, goodbye.